Okay, it's time to let out the chickens, and they're not so much ducklings anymore. I would hazard a guess and say I could call you adult ducks now, but they used to be in this coop, and so haven't integrated them in with the main flock yet. Though, to be honest, I may have to sell 2 of the males just to keep that gender ratio low. So it's bordering acceptable at the moment. I don't want them harassing the girl ducks. So there's 10 ducks in here, with Peeps, my little favourite, the one I hand-reared. 8 chickens. Hey, Ninja. You'll notice he doesn't quack, he huffs. So Muscovies are quackless ducks. Technically they're not ducks. They look like ducks, but they're close related to geese. So the boys make a huffy noise, and the girls make this real light trill. Though they can, if they're a bit stressed, they can make a real, like, wah noise, but it's still not as loud as a duck. They're quite quiet. There's a happy girl. There she is. You can see how big they are compared to each other. The boys are big, which is part of the reason why you want less boys, because they are rapists and they do hold them down. They're forceful in what they want, unfortunately. There's no dance and wooing in the duck world. It's, yeah. And they pretty much try and do it whenever they kind of get the mood on, and then you'll often see them running from one duck to another one, squishing them down. And it can hurt them. It can hurt their feathers because they've got claws on their feet. So it's good just to even segregate off the boys for a little while. So the group here, we got 3 boys, 6 girls, and so I nicknamed this one Skunk when they were a baby, and I have no idea what this one is. It's too big to be a girl, wrong shape to be a girl, wrong feather growth patterns. So girls get their flight feathers in a lot earlier. So everything kind of points to this as a small male. And most people look at it and go, yep, that's a boy. Except this one's the same age or like a week younger than this one here. And still has the baby squeak voice. Still hasn't grown some of the other feathers that an adult would grow as well. And hasn't quite got to the size of the other males, which is kind of making me think that Skunk may just be intersex or just not get to full adulthood. And that's not horribly uncommon. So in other ducks, I could only see rates for mallards. Intersex can occur, I think it was 1 in 20 or something like that. It's not great stats, to be honest, but it's just something happens, in the egg, and they don't get all the right stuff to either chromosomally or hormonally to kind of get all those secondary sex characteristics. I don't think he's I have no clue. Just the fact that this one should be huffing and isn't. So the girls will start sometimes getting the rim of the crunkle in early, and that's fine. But generally at his age, I should see, so you can see this one over here, that red around the beak of caruncles. And so his head started bleaching and gets white feathers just before the caruncles come in, and then really kind of goes all the way around the eyes. Before that, his head was fully black. Just same with this guy here. His head was full black, and then he started to get white feathers coming in, and then the caruncles came in. And if you look at my little Peeps over here, he's just starting to get his caruncles. Hey, dear. And he, my happy little duck, had white around his eyes and as well, and he's starting to get those crunkles in. And he lost his voice quite some time ago now. And then if I look at skunk, he's a lot more shy than the others, which generally at this age is kind of what the girls do. I think it's just they get nervous around the boys, they get a little bit more wary. But skunk has no bleaching, no real signs of caruncle growth more than what a girl does. So, and there's like one of Skunk's siblings there. And where's Skunk? Skunk knows I'm filming him. Skunk's nervous. There's Skunk. Hey, darling. So I have no idea what Skunk is. But if Skunk was supposed to be a dude, Skunk is not the worrisome type of dude that's trying to make love to all the ladies. So it means we have 10 ducks here with 3 males and 7 ducks in that coop over there with 1 male. So it's 12 females in total with 4 dudes, so it's just okay on the gender ratio, as long as Skunk maintains their confusion or just disinterest in being a dude and the sex stuff, and just, wants to be, a chilled out duck. So let's let these guys out now. So I will integrate their flocks, don't worry. I have a shed I want to send them to, so the dog is going to bark. What are you doing? They're desperate for boarding this time. Come on. All right, let go. Come on. There we are. Come on, dears. Come on, darling. There we go. But we may need just to lose 1 male. So I'll see if someone's looking for an extra male, and we'll rehome one of the men. It'll either be this one or the one that looks just like the other one. They look very similar. They're both black and white. There's this one, or there's one that's older. They've both got fairly good personalities. And I'm sure you'll make a flock very happy. Yes, you will. You'd even just be a good little pet backyard duck. Pea disposal. I mean, pea isn't like the vegetable. Pea, carrot, corn, just vegetable disposal. Slug destroyer. Alright, that's our dominant male, and you can see his little dance, like he's going to do it, the biggest and loudest of everyone, doing the halves, just really letting everyone know, look at me. So the other ones are good and not dancing like that when he's around, because he'll beat them up. Not horribly, but he just doesn't want men around when he's impressing the girls in the morning. I'm really impressing girls at any time of the day. But he was a lot more aggressive the others before. Now they kind of skirt away from him, and it's a lot more comfortable. Oh, so this noise, that's from Batman. She's the dominant duck. Got a very loud trill. Fade is also fairly dominant, so she makes that trill. As they get older, they can get a louder trill. So these ones are a little bit louder and chattier than everyone else, actually. These are the original ducks I raised up from ducklings. So I got the feeling, because they're larger, they are larger than these white ones. They're just letting everyone know who are the top three, and of that, Batman is very much the top duck. And because they're these, out of all things, she's top duck, she fights the least out of everyone. So because her siblings agree that she's top duck, she doesn't have to claim her place. But Wildling and Fady over there, fighting all the time. Every new challenger tries it on with them first before they'll fight Batman. And so Batman really doesn't have to defend her title. Just gets to sit back and gets first dibs on food. Right. There's a little update on the ducks. Hey, darling. Oh, you're a sweetheart.
Hey, little Jasmine.
How are you, dear? All right, time to get you guys fed.